Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Washington is here with your latest update on this tropical depression 17E that had just recently developed, been upgraded tropical depression 17E in the eastern Pacific off the coast of Mexico. This is the latest satellite imagery right here. I really want to talk about this and really kind of give an idea of what give an idea of what we're going to be seeing. So first off, let's go to the home page. Okay, here is tropical depression 17E. Now, this is, in fact, expected to be intensifying to a Category 1 hurricane. I'm kind of worried because they are showing close to a Category 2 hurricane at peak with winds as high as 90 miles an hour. And so this storm is, in fact, expected to make landfall in near a similar region that Paula made landfall. And that's bad because, this is going to be really bad because this isn't... Once this makes landfall, it's going to bring a lot of wind. Okay? It's going to bring a lot of heavy rain. Right now, there is a 80 to 90% chance of tropical storm force winds. A 40 to 50% chance of 60 mile per hour winds. And only a 20 to 30% chance of hurricane force winds at the moment. So this is what they're saying. The National Hurricane Center is saying about this storm. New tropical depression forms southwest of southern Mexico, expected to strengthen over the next couple of days. As of 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time, 1500 UTC. Information location is at 12 degrees north, 100 degrees west, about 500 miles south-southeast of Manzanillo, Mexico. Maximum sustained winds are in fact at 35 miles per hour. Positive movement is west or at 280 degrees at 10 miles per hour. Minimum central air pressure is 1,007 millibars. So, interest along the southern and southwestern coast of Mexico should monitor the progress of tropical depression 17E. And so, really, the biggest, again, I just want to make it clear that the biggest threats with this system is going to be heavy rain and flooding. So, I really kind of want to show y'all. There it is, tropical depression 17E. So, yep, there it is. Tropical depression 17E, 30 knots, about 35 miles per hour. Just updated here on tropical tidbits. Let's do visible so we have an idea of what we're looking at here. Doesn't even make any sense because it's this far behind. It's like literally 1500 UTC. This is like almost 6 hours behind. Yeah. Quite literally delayed by way too much. Can we get visible shortwave? Yeah, this is really delayed because it's 1500 ETC right now. Yeah, I don't know why this is so delayed. It's kind of bothering me. So instead, I'm gonna just take a look at this. So this is again the latest satellite imagery of tropical depression 17E, and it's gonna produce a lot of wind. And in the coming days, it's going to be getting stronger. Look at this convection here. Alright. I need to open up my Epic Pen because I don't have that open because I literally sat down way too quickly to just start filming to just get this video going, and I didn't even have anything ready. That's on me, I know. But again, I want to really show, there's a lot of convection. Look at all of this convection going around the system. It is considered a closed low. Okay, so if the center circulation we'll just say it's like right here. There's winds going all around the center circulation. Alright, so that's what a closed low means. There's winds coming all the way around. If it wasn't a closed low, you would have winds coming this way. I don't know what I'm doing. And it will kind of come up essentially and then back down. So you kind of have this idea that it's just a wave, quite literally just a wave. But in this idea that we have right now, it is a closed low, which means there is winds going 60 degrees all around the center of circulation. Alright, so that's something that I'm really noticing. There's incredibly high cloud tops. I'm going to go to infrared. Boom, look at these cloud tops, ladies and gentlemen. It is incredible. Boom, boom, boom. Look at all this. I mean, you just have You know, there's a huge amount of convection in this system. And so with all of this happening, I mean, it's going to continue to move in this general direction. Probably can't even see that. Okay. Let me try to use blue. It's going to be moving in this general direction. I don't know exactly where the center of circulation is at. I'm just going to guess it's like right here. I don't know. Usually use blue for high pressure, but areas along the coast of Mexico will in fact see tropical storm conditions here in the next several days. They're already starting to get some rain in this region up here, rain here. These outer rain bands are going to continue to move inland and produce lots of heavy rain along the coasts of Mexico. All right, so I'm going to move over to radar and kind of show you what we're looking at here in terms of radar. So I'm going to go to Zoom Earth and kind of show you the radar. If there's any radar down here, it would be great if there was. So again, this is the latest forecast track. As you can see, as a depression, but it's expected to become a storm, a Category 1, peaking at 90, thankfully showing that it's going to weaken prior to landfall. But there literally is no radar here. There literally isn't. It is a very well-developed storm. It's very well-defined. Again, as you can kind of see, certain circulations like this. It's going to kind of move. No, it's going to kind of move this way and kind of go up like this. Something like that. Lots of heavy rain. Lots of... the heavy rain is going to be the biggest threat. You see, with this storm, there's going to be a lot of heavy rain. But flooding is going to be a big problem. Storm surge, alright? I'm going to go and take a look at the models for this system so we have an idea of what we could be looking at with Tropical Depression 17E here in the Eastern Pacific. We're going to go to start with... Literally, we have no options except the GFS. So this is currently what the GFS is showing. So they do in fact show this storm intensifying with a minimum central air pressure dropping to as low as 971 millibars. You can clearly see around where we have some of the strongest winds, known as the eye wall. Especially on the southern side, you can really see where we have a majority of the strongest, heaviest rain. We even have rain bands, which would be moving in this general direction. Moving onshore. And these heavy rain bands can often spin up little little vortices. They can come up shore and come in like this. And they can spin up tornadoes. We saw that with Hurricane Michael in 2018. There were a lot of tornadoes, not a lot, but there were a few tornadoes there in Tampa, Florida. Hurricane Harvey, there were tornadoes in Galveston, in the Houston area, back in August of 2017 when Hurricane Harvey made landfall. So tornadoes are definitely a possibility, for sure. And I kind of want to show y'all that it even looks like an eye tries to develop here. You can kind of see where there's an area where there's less rainfall, where you can kind of assume where an eye could be developing in the future, based on this one specific model. So an eye could be developing. You could see winds as high as, maybe 90 to 100 miles per hour is possible. That depends if this takes that track. So the wind speed is expected to be a hurricane at this point, with winds of 75 to 80 miles per hour roughly. So it is in fact expected to become a hurricane, but while the moment it makes landfall, it's going to weaken to probably a 65 to 70 mile per hour tropical storm. And then you can see right when it makes landfall, it's a low-end tropical storm with winds of 40, maybe 45 miles an hour. But then the next threat you can kind of see is going to be the rain, as the rain will not only affect Mexico, but will also affect southern Texas. So I kind of just want to bring that out. You can kind of see it pulls in this moisture. It kind of gets pulled into an upper level low. But the biggest problem I see right now is going to be the amount of rain that this is going to produce. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be a Harvey or anything, but certainly heavy rain is going to be a big problem with this system and along the coasts of Mexico. So again, as you can kind of see, You can kind of see, you know, where rain begins to wrap around the center of circulation. The isobars are completely closed. The CMC shows a much weaker system. Maybe only showing as low as 986 millibars right there at its peak. Winds peaking as maybe as strong as 45 to 50 knots, 50, anywhere from 55 to 60 miles per hour is possible with this storm. So that's something we're gonna have to watch this storm, certainly in the future, to see what it does. But again, here it is. Here's the latest satellite imagery. It's not a super tiny storm. I mean, it is covering a pretty large area, cluster of thunderstorms in this area. So definitely the coasts of Mexico right here, all the way in this region for sure. And then obviously this area will also have to watch later on down the road in terms of rain, because rainfall is going to be a big threat for Mexico. And then obviously as it moves in this area, it's going to be producing a lot of heavy rain throughout here. And that's something that I want people to have realize, that this is going to be a big rainmaker too across Mexico. Mexico is a very, very mountainous country. All right, there's a lot of mountains in Mexico, and a lot of flooding is going to occur, a lot of mudslides, a lot of landslides, and that's certainly going to be, something we have to watch for in the future when this storm does make landfall. So it sucks, it really, really does, because they just got hit by a storm not too long ago, and so now they're going to be dealing with another tropical system, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm probably ending that off there. This is the latest update on Tropical Depression 17E. Again, currently it has winds of 30 knots, or about 35 miles per hour. Minimum central air pressure of 1,007 millibars. No watches or warnings have been issued at this time. I do want to go over one last thing. I do want to go over the there are no watches and warnings. Estimated central pressure is 1,007 millibars. Tropical Depression 17E will produce 5 to 10 inches of rain with isolated storms amount of 15 inches across coastal sections of Mexican states of Guerrero, Michoacan. That's not how you pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce it. And Colima, starting Saturday night. So tomorrow evening is when you could be seeing some of those heaviest rains. This will produce flash flooding and mudslides, like I said. So the next update again will be at 4 p.m. Central Time, and I will certainly be giving you all that update for sure. So I'm gonna end this off here. That is it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Don't forget to like the video. And we will talk to you guys at our next stream, which will be at 1 p.m. Central Time, 1800 UTC. With all that being said, stay safe. Peace out.